What's up, people? How's it going? Excuse me here for a second. Right, you thought 2025 was to be all cuddly and uplifting. Well, it can be. Depends on how you view perspective. They always say one person's enemy is another person's hero, right? So if you look at the side where it's the enemy side, usually negative. If you look at the side where it's it's the hero, it's positive and uplifting, right? So you forbid me to do this negative content. This is why I don't listen to you. You're probably like a Rangers fan. I'm all about the Celtics. You're all about the Rangers. Okay, this is why I don't like you, Eggy. We got some Craig in here. If you're from Edinburgh or specifically Glasgow, you know what I'm talking about. If you have no idea what I'm talking about with Rangers or Celts, don't worry about it. It's a Glasgow thing. Sunshine Country Chickens. My cats just shredded a roll of toilet paper all over my room. Good thing my cats actually don't do that, but they do shred other things like my curtains. I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a cutesy wootsy cat that just loves ripping my curtains apart, so I gotta change them regularly. Other than that, yeah, it's all good. You're all about the Bulls and the Bears. I am actually about the Bulls and the Bears, to be honest with you. Been doing a lot of trading, been doing a lot of learning. The 3rd of January, I can't say the first. The 3rd of January, I had this very interesting conversation with an individual that kind of changed my perspective. And I love these conversations with people because they give me a different viewpoint in life where certain things I can see are possible because it's right in front of me. Because, some of us need some motivation and whatnot, etc., etc., etc. And Sometimes we got to see results of other individuals before we can get motivated to attain that. A random say, "Oh, I get. Did you hear what PG said about you?" I sort of giggle. What did PG say about her? That's another situation that's ongoing. There's a lot of out outside the realm of girl world situations, real life situations involving girl world people happening right now. One of them is the PG situation, which I guess the court thing was what, on the 8th of January. So that whole situation is an ongoing and will be, I guess I could say legal matter, but not really. Well, it is legal, but it can become criminal with the whole PG situation if things aren't careful. What I don't like is when people are pushing other people to do things that they may or may not normally do unless they're incited or enticed to do so. That is a thing that I really don't like. Your investments have been up the last 2 quarters better than ever. Yeah, I mean, there has been rallying with Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin rallies, the altcoins typically do rally, but they do have their own cycles as well. All right. So let me answer some questions here. Aggie says, "Don't like me. I thought we adored each other, and you thought when you watched it here." Speaking of my hair, I got some. I got some hair pieces last night. I got like gold ones, even the ones that go on like the tips of my hair and stuff. And I also got some like I couldn't say black ones. It's more like dark gray to kind of match when I don't want like silver or gold or any other color in my hair because it does stand out, but it's a good look. Fish, what's up? Alice in Wonderland, what's up? You're concerned about being sued, Monty. Why would I be concerned about the whole thing about this whole, oh, I'm gonna sue Monty, I'm gonna sue Monty? Do you think Monty is an idiot? Do you think Monty doesn't have every one of the streams that Hecate has done? You think Monty doesn't have the screenshots of how you named your stream? So what the fuck would I be worried about being sued? You think this is some bullshit you just bring up in court and say Monty has been naming his stream certain things and saying I'm certain things when you were doing the same shit? You think the judge is gonna look like, oh, Monty's been naming his streams this, but it's okay. You can name your streams that, but Monty can't name his streams this because we won't look at all the shit evidence and the videos that you've been doing, but we're just gonna look at all of Monty's shit. Doesn't fucking work that way. Okay? I have in my archives everything, so no, I'm not worried. So shit your ass down. All right, we're gonna get into this stream. The Law Society of Ontario wants me to file a complaint against Hecate's daughter, the trafficker. Well, where the hell should I start? I guess I should start from the beginning, or should we just get into the meat of the matter? What do you guys think? All right, you know what? Let's start from the beginning. We're gonna start from the beginning of this whole shit, and then I'm gonna run this story. Um, no, I think I should start. I should start with. I'm gonna start with the video. Let's go. We're gonna start with the audio here. So okay. All right, so here we go. So we had Hecate's daughter do something really stupid because I know it's really stupid because I wouldn't do something as stupid as this, especially confirming that you are suspended administratively from the Law Society of Ontario. Now, why would you go and do something stupid like this? Knowing that Monty is fairly intelligent, and I'm gonna clip on this. Okay, I'm gonna get up on this. All right, give me a second here, people. I need to I need to I need to. Why isn't it going bad? Come on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. My bad. All right, so here we go. So Hecate's daughter said this at ST5 Monty, bro. You're supposed to be coming up with proof I travel women and rob men. Already made videos about that. But here's the part. What's this? This is an administrative suspension. It is because I've been a sex worker for years and won't be paying 2,000 a year for doing CDI volunteer hours to be able to charge people money. Well, like I said before, my thinking is if you've been saying you've making good money and you have all these high class upscale clientele, that wouldn't shouldn't you be able to pay this $2,000 a year no problem? The hours are hours, volunteer hours are volunteer hours. You should do that. Give back to society that you want to reap rewards from. But the $2,000 a year should not be a problem unless you're just talking bullshit. But I digress. She continues, I don't work as a paralegal full time anymore. As you can see, I still have a law society number on my class of license, still says paralegal. This part, like, who the hell will want this person, this fiend, as their representative? This person was on stream forgetting what the P word is for when somebody lies in court. And I'm thinking of my perjury. Now, I don't work with the law, and I don't know, maybe the future will change, but why the hell would you not know what the P word for somebody lying in court is? It's perjury. Why the hell would you ever want somebody to represent you when they say dumbass shit like this? And remember, this is a administratively suspended paralegal. I can still sue your dumbass. I can still work under a lawyer to charge fees. She can still sue me. That's true because anybody can sue anybody for anything. It's whether or not it will be thrown out or hold up in court. Can she still work under a lawyer? No, because a lawyer's bread and butter is the law. So if you're working under a lawyer in any capacity, you are still working with and within the confines, the parameters of the law. So therefore, no, you can't work under a lawyer. Can you still do pro bono work? In this context, pro bono work means you're working for free. No, you cannot touch the law because you are administratively suspended. Are you still a paralegal? In a sense, you still are a paralegal, but you are a paralegal that has been tamed and your nuts fucking cut off because you are suspended. You cannot work with the law. Will she still drag my ass? I don't know, maybe. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Your law society has something to say about that. Okay, so we're gonna get into that audio right now because they're being made aware of this. Okay, and they have something to say. So let me put it up here, and hopefully people give me a second. Hopefully, people can listen to this. Under a lawyer, but from my understanding, they can't do that in a paralegal setting because they're administratively suspended. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, but they can work under a lawyer under non-paralegal settings.
No, they should not be providing any legal services if they're working under direct supervision of a lawyer, if they're under administrative suspension.
Okay, so if this person has stated in writing that they're working under a lawyer, that they cannot do that.
Again, if they cannot provide legal services if they're working under the direct administration under the direct supervision of a lawyer, if they're administratively suspended with the Law Society of Ontario. They can work in a non-legal capacity, but they cannot go ahead and provide legal services while they're suspended.
Okay, I see. And that does include pro bono work. That would still be under.
That includes pro bono work as well. Because again, if they are saying that they are working but not providing legal services under the direct supervision of a lawyer, I believe that they're able to do so. But if they're working under the direct supervision of a lawyer, most likely they're providing legal services.
Yep, exactly.
Because otherwise, right? So that's something that if you want to go ahead and file a complaint against that paralegal, you can.
Okay, I will.
against accounts and then put forward that complaint against the licensee.
Sure. Okay, I will. I
You
will
you heard
gather
that,
some
people?
information and I will call back.
You heard that? So, why would the Law Society of Ontario want me to file a very real and very permanent complaint about this dumbass? Like, how can you be this stupid? You go to school for 2 years. I literally am asking questions that I already know the answer, but typically, I don't know what the fuck some people think in this girl world realm that I don't know certain things that I do know. Because if I literally just told you, no, I know for sure she can't do pro bono work because administratively suspended means that you still do have a license until it expires, but you haven't paid your fees, right? You haven't paid your fees, so therefore you can't do the work you're supposed to do. All right, we're gonna get some fucking losers out of here. Shut your ass up. I'm talking. All right, so now, why would you go and do something stupid to where the Law Society can get on your ass? Because there's certain fields, well, actually, there's a lot to where you have a college that you really don't want this situation to happen. Why don't you want this situation to happen? Because it makes life extremely hard for you. Now, I can talk about certain ones such as WSIB, which is the workplace, safety and insurance board. You don't want them on your ass because once certain things happen, they're all over you and they're not going to stop. Other things would be, I don't know, your city. If you have a somebody makes a complaint about your housing or your conditions and whatnot, they're going to be all over your ass. You don't want the Law Society of Ontario all over your ass. You don't want, I don't know, if you're an electrician, you don't want the give me a second here. No, you're not. Sup, Satan, sup, Vouchin. What's up, what's up, what's up? How's it going? Okay, so if you're an electrician, you don't want the ESA, which is the Electrical Safety Authority. I'm talking about Canadian things here on your ass because that is very, very, very bad. They're gonna come around, they're gonna bug you, they're gonna audit your jobs, they're gonna look at all your jobs to make sure that you're doing what you're doing safely and correctly. Just like the College of Physicians. If you're a doctor, you don't want the College of Physicians on your ass because that's a huge thing. If you're a nurse, you don't want the College of Nurses on your ass. Or I should say, really, it's called the Ontario Nursing, or is it Nurses Association? It's ONA, is what they call them. If you are a social worker, you don't want your College of Social Workers on your ass, etc., etc., etc. So this is what puzzles me. Somebody comes up and acts and says all this bullshit, writes this out like they're right when they're fucking wrong. But calling me a dumbass when you literally have given anybody the tools to call the Law Society of Ontario, show them this that you wrote this, and then by by showing them this and having your name and or your paralegal number, you're already breaking the law. Because you can't do this. You can't do pro bono work when you're suspended as a paralegal. You can't work under a lawyer when you're suspended as a fucking paralegal. How can you be so fucking stupid? Like this, like we don't have governing bodies for shit like this. Don't be stupid, people. If you have a governing body, a governing authority, a college, don't do stupid shit like this. Come on and keep in your streams talking about legal shit. Don't talk about law in your fucking streams. Don't talk about legal shit in your fucking streams because what you're essentially doing is breaking the law. Because once you start doing that shit, anybody and everybody can complain to your fucking governing body. And if you are actually doing legal work while administrative suspended, you know what else that is? That's illegal. Should get your fucking ass locked up and permanently banned. Is what you should do. Anyways, we're gonna continue here. We're gonna go back, and I'm gonna play that again. All right. So let's go from the start. Oh, by the way, I should put this up on there. Give me a second here, people. Give me a second. Now, anybody and everybody can complain. And here we go. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Once again, Law Society number P15467, suspended administratively. I'm going to post the reply from Hecate's now. Once again, like I said, Law Society of Ontario number P15467. Okay? And I'm going to post the reply from Hecate's daughter that clearly contravenes what her governing body has said to her and will say to her. So I'm going to post that for your reference. And this is for your reference, P15467. We're going to continue with this. And once again, here's the reply that she posted. Being a stupid dumbass. Don't even need your own fucking rules for your own governing body. What an idiot. This literally is enforceable at this moment. Stop playing around. Stop fucking around or you're going to find out. All right, we're going to continue. What else do I have on this docket of mine? We have this. Guess who is gone? Guess who is gone? I actually I'm not surprised. So remember Jade Speculation Station? Well, it seems Jade Speculation Station is gone. Do I know when she's gone? Well, I actually looked this up last night. And yeah, I know when she was gone. When was it? If I check Social Blade again, Social Blade will cut it out because it doesn't. How do I put this? How do I put this simply? It doesn't get a feed from your channel, so therefore it will stop at a certain period of time. So I'm just about a month, I guess a month and 2 days now. So the 10th of December is the last time that Social Blade picked up what the hell was happening with Jade Speculation Station. Something about her husband, wasn't it? Yes. So Jade Speculation Station was batting hard for Hannibal. So Hannibal does what Hannibal does, which is get different types of ladies in and have them go ham for him. So one of the ladies that was supposed to go ham for Hannibal was, of course, Mash, that he was in a relationship with. Believe that or not, I don't really give a shit if you believe that he was in a relationship with Mash. I honestly, I don't care. But believe it or not, it seems people might still not believe the shit that I say, even though what I'm saying is the truth. Like I don't get that. Anyway, so let's put it up on here. So we got here the 10th of December is the last time Jade Speculation Station's channel was around, and then all of a sudden, poof, it's gone. I wonder why. Is it what happened with Mash? Mash. People like to dish it out, but cannot take it on this platform. It seems a lot of people like to talk a lot of shit about other people, say shit, belittle them, do libel and slander. But yet, when it's their turn, because one specific creator said this one thing, and I agree with them. Everybody gets a turn. So if you think you're hunky dory, you're cool, you're giggling, you're laughing with people, the next fucking day they can turn on you because either somebody says something or somebody does something, and then you're in the crosshairs, right? So that happens to people. Guys, remember, when was it? Back in October, everything was fine and hunky dory with Hannibal. Everybody loved Hannibal. Little did they know Hannibal was repeatedly beating multiple women up. Little did they know Hannibal was drugging and trying to unalive multiple women, not just one, but multiple women in a scheme to gain funds. Little did they know that Hannibal was using his job where he can search a database by putting in somebody's name and or address or other credentials into a database and find out where they currently are. Little did people know that, but yet Hannibal was supposed to be this well-to-do, amazing guy. Little did they know that. So Hannibal got arrested. I can't remember because I don't give a shit about a piece of shit. When did Hannibal get arrested again? Was it like June or something? Then he got arrested a second time back in November when he got into a fight again with his quote unquote girlfriend, but he has multiple girlfriends, and he dislocated her shoulder. And I pulled up the record, the arrest, not even a report, but it just shows that he was arrested. And then we heard from his quote unquote girlfriend that they got into another fight. Well, that's what he says, but what it shows is that he assaulted her. Then we come to find out that she got her shoulder dislocated. Last time I heard about Hannibal was being investigated because it seems the complaint um is legitimate enough to warrant an investigation. And the complaint was he was using his works database to look up and find these different women that have tried their best to leave his orbit, but yet he uses his job and his job's communication system database to find these women, to harass them on multiple avenues. Okay, so that's what that piece of shit was doing, and that piece of shit should get exactly what's fucking coming to him for doing that shit. But we had a lot of people, hundreds of people in that piece of shit's chat. Yay, Hannibal, Hannibal this, Hannibal that. Little did they fucking know this piece of shit was going around doing the most disgusting, dirtiest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Or one of the most. This guy was as bad as Nads. Well, people are, yeah, Hannibal's amazing. Hannibal's this. You don't fucking know anybody, okay? Stop being friends with people on the fucking internet. You don't know who the fuck this person is. Because Hannibal was beating up multiple women. Hannibal was taking as much money away from multiple women. Hannibal was drugging fucking multiple women. And Hannibal was using his database illegally to find and harass multiple women. Take a fucking step back and figure what the fuck is going on. So then we got Jade Speculation Station here. So Jade Speculation Station was banner for Hannibal because Hannibal does this where he has multiple women fight other people for him. So I mean, I knew this was coming based on the shit that I figured out that I haven't released. And there's a lot of shit I released. There's a lot of other shit I haven't released. So what was happening was Hannibal had this thing where he would have multiple women, and I tracked it for years and years and years that he would have certain women fight other women for him, certain women fight other men for him. You guys saw it with the whole MASH. He did a stream trying to say that I'm lying, but time tells all, and actually, time did tell on him that he was the one who was fucked up. And I won't even get into all the other shit with Hannibal and the venereals and that. That's a whole nother story, because if we do have a person that is brave enough to say that they got infected with a life threatening virus, then they can come up and talk about that shit. Because I'm not gonna graze on that shit anymore. Because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of coming up on here warning people about shit and people not heeding my warnings. So if that person or persons, because I believe there were multiple people that was hooking up in fucking Hannibal. Let's just put it that way. A lot of these people are still around, but they just won't say anything, and I'm not gonna give them away. So they can do whatever. I just think most are hypocritical that they were hooking up with Hannibal, having the sexy time with him, and then coming up on here and wagging fingers to other people. That's fucked up. But hey, is it truly my problem? No. Okay. But let's go back to Jade here. So he got Jade as usual. I knew this was gonna be his modus operandi. He was gonna get somebody to come at me. He did it with Mash on the stream. He lied. Mash went away. And then we had Jade Speculation Station talking shit about multiple people emailing me saying that she wants some information. I knew what was up. I'm like, it's Hannibal. Hannibal's behind the scenes talking to these women, trying to get them to do shit like he does IRL. This is what this guy does. This is literally what this man does all fucking day. He will do some work at his job, but most of the day is talking to different women, getting them comfortable, and having them do certain fucking things. So I knew that shit was gonna happen. So then we find out out of the fucking blue that Jade Speculation Station's dirty ass, filthy fucking teacher of a ex teacher of a hubby was into minors. Oh boy. And then we blew the lid off of that story. And of course she's gonna deny it. And then I had to do my whole mathy math thing. I'm like, Jade, you're there's only a certain number of people with blue eyes on the planet. And when you times that by the certain number of people who have dimples, the certain number of people who have, certain physical characteristics that you have, that is an extremely tiny amount of people to not be you. Let's just put it that way. So now looking at what happened with Jade, since Jade was still talking shit and denying that what I know was her ex-husband, or was her husband at one point in time. She kept denying that, but it seems, I don't know, maybe somebody find out. Maybe somebody can tell me, fill me in on why, who found out about the whole Jade Speculation Station / Jade Station thing on her husband to the point where she deleted the channel. It was dimpled mathematics, yes, because I can literally prove with math that it is her. I did do a rough calculation. I mean, all you gotta do, it's just very simple. I don't understand why she would lie about that, but sure. I could do the math again, sure. But she lied about it and now she's gone. Good riddance, fuck off. Um who else? Okay, what else is there? I think that's about it with the whole Hannibal and Jade Station thing. We're gonna go back to the beginning here. So I've made some Hecate's daughters videos, and I've crossed my T's, dotted my I's here because it seems people think I am playing around. But I'm not playing around because I keep the thing about this, I keep getting this these these messages on Twitter by Hecate. I'm like, Hecate, once again, your governing body is wanting to go forward with a formal complaint. That's not good. Second thing, I don't give a fuck if you deleted the videos or you hid them or whatever the fuck you're doing. I have all the screenshots and I have all your videos that you've done. So you can come up and try and lie and say you didn't do this, you didn't name these videos, these things, you didn't do this, you didn't. I have them. I have the videos and I have the screenshots because I'm not fucking stupid. I don't know at what level you think I am operating at, but I'm operating at a level that it seems it's beyond your fucking comprehension for you coming on and thinking that you're just gonna what make shit up saying you weren't putting out these freaking slanderous videos. You weren't naming shit the way you were naming shit. Like I don't have the evidence of this. Is that your actual angle? Like what's going on here? Like I keep getting this. Oh, I'm gonna sue Monty for what? For using your pictures? You mean the way how you use my pictures? Like right there for me naming the stream my streams the way I name my streams? You mean like how you're naming your streams this way? Like don't be fucking stupid, piece of shit. Get the fuck back on your knees for $2 and shut the fuck up. All right, so let's go back from the beginning here. We're going back from the beginning. But before that, let's play this again. So here's really the one of the greatest issues here. So hey people, if you need this video that I'm gonna play, then just hit me up. I'll send it to you. Actually, I don't even send it to you. What I would send to you is this screenshot of her saying that yeah, she can do pro bono work and work underneath the lawyer. That's not true, but hey, we're gonna play this again. Okay, people. So let me share my screen here. Let's do this and let's go.
Thank you for your time.
No. I gotta. Okay, here we go.
Under a lawyer, but from my understanding, they can't do that in a paralegal setting because they're administratively suspended. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, but they can work under a lawyer under non-paralegal settings.
No, they should not be providing any legal services if they're working under direct supervision of a lawyer, if they're under administrative suspension.
Okay, so if this person has stated in writing that they're working under a lawyer, that they cannot do that.
Again, if they cannot provide legal services if they're working under the direct administration, under the direct supervision of a lawyer, if they're administratively suspended with the Law Society of Ontario. They can work in a non-legal capacity, but they cannot go ahead and provide legal services while they're suspended.
Okay, I see. And that does include
Right.
pro bono work. That would still be
Yep,
under.
that includes pro bono work as well, because again, if they are saying that they are working but not providing legal services under the direct supervision of a lawyer, I believe that they're able to do so. But if they're working under the direct supervision of a lawyer, most likely they're providing legal services.
Yep, exactly.
Because otherwise, right? So that's something that if you want to go ahead and file a complaint against that paralegal, you need
Okay, I will.
account and then put forward that complaint against the licensee.
Sure. Okay, I will. I will gather some information and I will call back. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Bye bye.
All right, take care.
All right, so there you go, people. There's your evidence. There is pretty much all you need to know. I was thinking of going back over everything starting from the beginning, but you know what? Maybe I'll save that for another time because there's a lot going on. I mean, there's a lot behind the scenes stuff happening with a lot of people, and like I've said, time usually will tell with a lot of what's going on. Time is a constant, theoretically, and usually like I said, time will tell. A lot of people are showing their true colors, and a lot of stuff is going out. So, have I been paying a lot to certain things going on? No, not really. I got work, and work is a priority. I don't know how some people will say certain things like, "Oh, girl world doesn't like you," and it makes me laugh because I'm like, what? Why do I care if girl world doesn't like me? Girl world doesn't pay my bills. They don't pay for my cars. They don't pay for my houses that I have. They don't pay for my hydro. They don't pay for my gas. They don't pay for my appliances. They don't pay for my home insurance on this property I'm in, my other property that I have, my other property. Like they why do I give a shit? My priorities are to keep myself safe, keep my family safe, and steer the fucking ship. This is what I'm doing. I don't give a shit. I'm not here to make friends, to hang out in a Discord server or text you or be on WhatsApp or Kick and messaging you all day. No, I present information. You either give a shit about it or you don't. I don't really care if you don't give a shit about it. It's in front of you. I've said my piece multiple times over the multiple years, and it's always turned out to be true. So let's will you cover the lawsuit if I get sued? Oh, of course. Like I said, if anybody can sue anybody. But I've crossed my T's and I've dotted my I's, and I'm not gonna let a piece of shit vexatious litigant that would sue fucking co-ops come on here and then lie and say she hasn't been suing co-ops when I have the fucking evidence in front of me, because she even gave herself away again talking about how her name is, whether it's hyphenated or not, you have a double first name, so shut the fuck up. If you have a double first name, you've literally proven, based on what is on the Law Society of Ontario's website, that if you do a search and you say that is your Law Society paralegal number, you've now also proven that how your name can or is or should be. It doesn't really matter. It's just you have a double first name. Okay, shut the fuck up. All right. Can we have a DLS stream one of these days? Yeah, we're gonna have a actual DLS stream probably later. I guess I should do it now because my Mondays to Friday is gonna be really busy this week. A lot of stuff is going on. Yeah, maybe I'll try and do a DLS stream right after this. But okay, let me wrap this up. The timeline. Where do I even start? Oh yeah, let's start with the Jessica Messica thing. Remember when I said Jessica Messica was drinking and driving, and then she would come on and deny it, and then it turned out to be true. So there you go, and she would come on and say dumb shit like, "Oh, I forgot all about that." You know, okay, sure, you forgot about it. It's a pity I can't actually get the video from that. The reason I can't get the video from that is because she's in Connecticut, and it really doesn't matter the state. Typically, all the states will do the same thing. They will not give you video from a case that has been sealed. So her case is sealed. So because of that, I won't be able to present the video of her stumbling all over the fucking place and talking all types of shit to these cops. Okay, I won't be able to do that. Next issue, I guess Timberly. Remember when Timberly would message people and give her sub story and was stealing from people and would consistently deny that shit? You guys remember that? And then I was like, listen, Timberly is scamming people. You can't believe her bullshit because there was just too many things that would come up every like 2 to 3 weeks. She would fiend for money or whatever the fuck she's stuffing in her mouth, her face, her nose. and then all of a sudden she there's a problem or issue that's people need to help her. Remember that? Hey Marie, how you doing? Welcome. I was gonna say hello, but then something got into my mind here. Then after that we had Hannibal. Remember when I said that somebody was putting into the chat that Hannibal has a certain type of disease and whatnot, and people he would come on and say, "Oh, that's not true. Nobody ever did that." And I still think it was in very poor taste for some people to know that that actually was true. And they would not come on and say, yeah, that's actually true. Somebody was saying that. Whether or not it's the truth that what they were saying that he had was real or not doesn't matter. But the fact that somebody was actually doing that, leaving these comments and messages that he has something was actually true. I'm really pissed off about that because that wasn't right. If you see something, say something, and if you see that Monty is telling the truth that somebody was actually doing that, then speak up. The other thing, after that, where do we go? What was happening? Because there's so much things I've said, and it's like I was bang on the money. Like I could just talk about the Jade speculation station shit, but I think there's like 2 videos about that. Oh, that mood poisoning thing. Remember when mood poisoning was trying her shit? And then when Hurl and I found out that she was married to and coupling with a pedophile that she knew was a pedophile, and she would like invite like kids from the neighborhood over and wreck and destroy their lives. I was right about that. It's really sick that that piece of shit is doing that. And I got a question for you, PP Tasha. Why is it that mood poisoning is constantly in Ekate's daughter's chat when mood poisoning was married to a guy that multiple times has offended people and his state by being a pedophile that's still in jail to this day for being a pedophile, but you have a person that was married to that guy, knowingly married to him because she knew he was still a pedophile. Why the fuck is that person in Hecate's chat? Because this is a question I gotta start posing to people because I'm done fucking playing around with this shit. Because that's a question for you. Why is mood poisoning in Hecate's daughter's chat? Second, well, I guess we don't gotta worry about Jade because that pedophile lover is long gone now. I guess she only has her Jade Station Twitter account still active, but Jade Speculation Station, another pedophile lover, is gone. All right, we're gonna move to then the recent Hannibal stuff. Hannibal was never gonna fucking tell you that he beat up his girlfriend or one of them. This one that was living with him claims to be his girlfriend. It was never gonna tell you that shit unless me and Hurl broke it out. I forgot when I did it. Was it like late October? I did an emergency stream about how Hannibal was arrested based on the whole Scoop thing, and then they tried to libel and slander the Scoop either saying how he's a bad guy or not. Regardless of that, he still did what he fucking did, and he come on with some bogus story that he just pushed and his bracelet hit her and this and that. But then after that story broke weeks later, he did it again. And then multiple of his girlfriends were coming around, trying to defend him. Same modus operandi shit that I knew was gonna happen. And I guess I have screenshots of like a few of them that was coming around. Some were obvious, others were not. But I know a few of them that were there. I just didn't really speak much to it. Other than that, I guess that kind of it. I can talk about the whole PG thing. One thing I don't like about that is that people are screwing with her in a way that's really gonna get her in trouble because if she doesn't stop, the whole protective order thing is gonna turn criminal, which is typically the setup with people. That if you don't stop harassing and stalking people, and they get a restraining order, protective order, anything along those lines, that is the setup that if you truly don't stop, then it becomes a criminal affair. Then you're opening yourself up to criminal charges. But it seems a lot of people in this sphere like to fuck with people to the point where they like to sit back and watch, light a match, and watch it all burn down. And I'm not into that shit. Like, just leave people alone. People have vices. People have problems. If she does it on her own, sure. But if you're literally egging it on, and it's happening, and you know it's happening, and coming in with the lawyer's name into different chats and shit like that, that is really not cool, and it's actually really fucked up to do. So I really don't like that shit. But whatever happens, happens. That whole situation, if she doesn't stop, she's gonna get locked up. Anyways, subcrafting with Sandra. You forgot the trafficking. I already spoke towards that matter multiple times in multiple streams. She has videos on her Azria the Amazon channel where she was working with an agency, an escorting agency. And Monty is such a sleuth that I know which agency it is because I'm pretty good at putting a lot of stuff together. And as I've said before, I'm betting 1,000 here. Don't worry if you don't know what that means, but I'm betting 1,000 that agency is actually PLX. And don't call escort agencies agencies. They're just trafficking rings or centers where you get a multiple women up. You keep them around as much as possible. Try not let them go anywhere unless they're working, but typically they prefer them to be working where they can keep an eye on them, and that's why they like condos where they can gauge the foot traffic, etc., etc., etc. And an escorting agency really isn't an agency at all. Your a lot of your freedoms are blown to the wind. And we had Azrea the Amazon managing this escorting agency called PLX, where a lot of shit that she has detailed, such as, getting people addicted to certain substances, managing these different ladies, disciplining these ladies. Like, read in between the fucking lines, people. What the fuck do you think it is? Giving people substances and disciplining them. What do you think that is? Read in between the lines, okay? Anyways, um, I'm gonna be out. Fish says criminal charges would be the only thing that results in consequences. All this paperwork now with the EPO is to enable criminal prosecution later, as well as a warning. Yeah, that's literally it. An emergency protective order is literally to line up where if a certain person doesn't stop their actions that they've been doing, and this has been going on for months now, because I didn't tell people. I keep getting emails, a multitude of emails every single day from PG about certain things, about multiple people. Do I reply to them? No. Is it annoying? Yes. Am I concerned to a point? Am I used to it? Yes. Can I do anything about it? I guess I could. Am I gonna do anything about it? No, because it's not my problem. But I do have the understanding of what the hell's going on. So, like I said, if she doesn't stop, why do people ask these questions? Why haven't you blocked her? How many times have I said that throughout the years I keep blocking her and she keeps making new email addresses? Am I fucking psychic? Am I omniscient and omnipotent where I can figure out what email addresses she's gonna make in the future and I blocked them before? No. So what she's doing is making new email addresses that I'm not familiar with, and then she starts the cycle over again of constantly emailing. So that's what's happening. Um, so we have that situation going on. Whatever happens with that happens with that, but typically PG is listening to my streams. You've been warned, leave the man alone. And other people should be warned to stop putting the lawyers' names in our chats or going into other people's chats with this lawyers' names, because this is a serious, life changing, life altering event that has consequences for one specific person at this moment in time. And that one specific person is PG. And I really don't like when people are making fun of this situation, but yet overall they try to do this whole bullshit of saying how, oh, go where we're all here for each other. You know, it's mostly women here for other women. How is it mostly women here for other women when there's multitudes of women, mostly women, almost all women, effectively all women, attacking another woman that clearly has mental health issues and attacking her to the point where she is most likely to screw up because you keep triggering her with the name of a person that she's now in a legal battle with for her to make a mistake. And then with that mistake, the lawyer can now hold her accountable by using the law. Okay, because that's right, right? Anyways, maybe you should change your email. Maybe people should stop messaging me when I tell them to stop. Maybe people should do that. All right, I'm out of here, people. Thank you so much for listening to this. If anything of certain matters comes up that I find that I should report on, I will do that. If not, I won't. But typically, I've been reporting on certain things like the whole Hannibal situation. I'm gonna keep reporting on that. I'm gonna keep reporting. So whatever the outcome of Hannibal is, I will report it because I think people need to know and understand what Hannibal has done in the past and has been doing. If somebody who had dealings, matters with Hannibal wants to come up on panel, I will have that happen because once again, I think it's very important for the Hannibal matter to be discussed because the shit that he was doing is completely gross and disgusting and had real life consequences for a lot of people. Um, J speculation station matter, I mean, it's kind of wrapped up at the moment. The PG matter is still ongoing. Once again, like I said, leave PG alone because you're just adding, problems to a person who has a lot of fucking problems. Other than that, we have Hecate's daughter. Yes, Hecate, constantly saying she's gonna sue me. Sure. All right, I'll see you in court. Maybe I'll also see you formally at the Law Society of Ontario. Who knows? Other than that, I think that's about it. Couple jackasses have gone, including GP. That's another dumbass that equivalent of a fucking school bully is like you no longer have the backing of Hannibal, so now you're gonna delete your channel, remove it, and remove your Twitter. What a fucking coward and a loser that can't even fucking spell or put two coherent words together. Sad, really. All right, people, I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves. I guess I'll do a stream on Dragon Lord Frodo because I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I got busy with my own matters of life and whatnot. But hey, I'll see you soon.